All right, UFC 305 finally wrapped up. Let me give you guys kind of like a Spark Notes summary of what all happened at this event, or at this press conference, I should say. First and foremost, let's just get straight into it. Tai Tuivasa versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik got announced on during the press conference. I think it's kind of important to note just because both ranked heavyweights. Tai Tuivasa, who at one point was like a top 3 heavyweight that was ranked, is in a 3-fight losing streak. And since he's fighting at his hometown against, someone who does like to strike I would say Jairzinho Rozenstruik is more of a striker. He who tends more to strike against fighters as well. We could see, a redemption arc type of win with Tai Tuivasa coming, like I said, to kind of break that 3-fight losing streak. So that's one out of the few things that kind of got announced throughout this press conference. Another thing to kind of note is that Kai Kara-France really wanted to fight Manel Kape with this upcoming card in August. Very intense rivalry between the two, especially dating back from September of last year. Manel Kape talked a lot of shit and was really calling out Kai Kara-France for not fighting him at that event last year. And well, since he is scheduled to fight in July, kind of makes sense that he is not fighting against Kai Kara-France this upcoming event at UFC 295. I want to say one more thing on this whole Kai Kara-France Manel Kape situation. That is the must needed fight in the flyweights. When that fight happens, I hope it is backed up in in a good card, just because I feel like those two do not like each other. And so, yeah, hopefully one day we'll see these two get into the octagon and fight. And then just a couple more things to kind of talk about within the press conference, both from actually Izzy and Dricus. They didn't have too many moments, but when they did have a moment, people loved it. This is a very intense beef between the two. So I'm going to first start off with, the one-liner that Dricus had. It all started, I'm going to paraphrase here, so I'm not saying it, word for word. I think it was Izzy said a comment about how after this fight, I'm going to put you in your place, or put him in his place. Something along the lines of that. I don't really remember. But Dricus kind of responded first thing, I don't know what the hell he's saying. And then followed up with hey, golf is a good sport where, people get sent to retirement. Something along the lines of that. It might sound horrible coming out of my mouth, but if you guys can go on Twitter and watch the clip, he got him with a good one-liner. So, I'm just giving you a paraphrasing, that interaction between the two. And then at the end of the press conference, Dricus and Izzy had a very, very intense face-off. For 2 minutes straight, they would not look away. And, I could kind of sense, they didn't really talk much on the mic, against each other. But in that face-off, you could really see how much they want this win and how much they do not like each other. Based off the history with, the comments from Izzy and Dricus, about this whole race war in Africa and X, Y, and Z, about South Africa and whether, if he's African or not, whatever the case may be. I'm not sure. I have to kind of remind myself of what all happened throughout that time, because I feel like this beef has been happening for almost 2 years or a year and a half. So I got to go after this video and remind myself what all happened throughout that whole beef. But at the end of the day, listen, I'm very interested to see who's about this fight. If I have to rate the press conference out of 10, I'm going to be honest, it's really a 4 out of 10. I'm not going to go back and ever watch this. It was really dead. Hopefully, though, during fight week, they will make it better. And if you guys did watch my video last about Izzy versus Dricus on my early prediction, who I think is going to win, I'm going to still go with my prediction. I do think Izzy will pull this off. So I'm sticking with that. And anyways, if you guys really like this video, please hit the subscribe button. As of right now, I'm at 916 subs, meaning 84 more subs to go until I hit 1,000 subs. And yeah, man, please support me on this channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.